The drama surrounding this transfer window feels like a pressure cooker ready to explode, and the biggest shockwave may come from Spain. Vinícius Júnior, the once untouchable jewel of Real Madrid, now looks closer than ever to stepping away from La Liga and into the Premier League spotlight. What started as whispers has turned into concrete movement, and with Liverpool already knocking, the tension inside Madrid is rising fast. For years, Vini has been seen as the future of Real's attack, the electric winger who burned defenders alive and carried the club through Champions League nights. But something has shifted. The relationship between player and manager has soured, the tactical restrictions have suffocated his creativity, and those frequent substitutions have chipped away at his pride. A player who once felt unstoppable now looks frustrated, isolated, and ready to walk away in search of freedom and responsibility elsewhere. Liverpool sense blood in the water. They know this is a rare opening, a once-in-a-decade chance to sign a player entering his prime who already has experience at the highest levels. Their attack needs a fresh spark, especially with questions surrounding the long-term structure of their front line. The idea of Vinícius flying down the wing in red, thriving in a system built on intensity and transition, has sent excitement through the fanbase. Anfield has always been a stage where wingers become legends, and the club believes Vini could rediscover the unstoppable form that made him one of the most feared forwards on the planet. But Real Madrid are not going to give him away easily. They know his value both financially and symbolically. Losing a player like that, especially to a European rival, would be a brutal look for the club's hierarchy. At the same time, Real find themselves trapped. With contract talks stalling and the threat of losing him for nothing growing, they may be forced into a corner. No matter how brilliant a player is, no club wants a star running down his deal and walking away for free. Madrid have seen this movie before and they have no intention of repeating it. If Vini refuses to renew, selling him becomes the only logical path, even if the emotional cost is enormous. The club's willingness to listen to nine-figure offers confirms that the door is open. Whether they like it or not, the future of Vinícius may no longer be in their hands. While Madrid wrestle with that dilemma, Barcelona find themselves preparing for a completely different kind of transformation. Their left-back situation has become impossible to ignore, and the club finally seems ready to address it properly. Alejandro Grimaldo's name returning to the headlines isn't just nostalgia. It represents a necessary shift in planning. Bald remains a long-term project with massive potential, but every week exposes the inconsistency that comes with youth. Barcelona cannot afford to gamble anymore. Their defensive structure desperately needs reliability, experience and maturity, and Grimaldo offers exactly that. His style fits the system, his adaptation would be instant, and his connection to the club makes the move feel natural. Bayer Leverkusen know the interest is real, and they understand the emotional pull of returning home. Selling him to Spain would be easier to swallow than watching him strengthen Bayern, and the relationship between player and club remains respectful. With his contract running toward its final stretch, leverage will quickly shift toward the buying side. A smart offer could be enough to secure a transfer that stabilizes Barcelona's most fragile position. For once, the Catalans may actually execute a move that blends financial responsibility with sporting logic. While Barcelona look to secure their defense, Chelsea are making headlines for a completely different reason. Their pursuit of Antonio Rüdiger feels like a strange twist of fate. Not long ago they let him leave for free, only to watch him thrive in Spain and become one of the most dominant center-backs in Europe. Now they want him back, but the situation is complicated. Real Madrid have benched him under the new manager, and a lingering hamstring issue casts huge doubt over his physical reliability. Chelsea's €8 million offer feels almost insulting for a player of his pedigree, yet Madrid know they must cash in now if they want a return. His contract is expiring, his future in Madrid is bleak, and the club will not renew. Selling in January makes sense for them, but for Chelsea the move feels like a gamble. Signing an injured defender to replace an injured defender is the kind of chaotic decision that has defined Chelsea in recent years. The logic is questionable, yet the desperation is real. Their back line is falling apart, and they need immediate reinforcements with Premier League experience. Rüdiger ticks every box except the most important one: availability. Whether Chelsea increase their bid remains to be seen, but the risk is enormous. Then there is the Ruben Neves situation, a transfer saga packed with conflicting priorities. Clubs in the Premier League are circling, recognizing that a midfielder with his quality and price tag is a rare bargain. His experience in English football makes him a seamless fit, and managers believe he could transform their midfield dynamics instantly. But money complicates everything. Neves left Europe for a massive salary, choosing financial security over competitiveness. Now he wants elite football again, but returning means slashing his wages dramatically. Premier League ambition or Turkish wealth? That is the crossroads. Galatasaray and Fenerbahce are prepared to offer comfort and money, while English clubs offer challenge and legacy. The decision will define the next phase of his career. And looming over all of this is PSG, quietly planning their latest move. Their pursuit of Gavi has never really stopped. They stepped back publicly, but privately they continue to monitor every detail of his recovery. Barcelona's midfield depth, financial pressure, and uncertainty surrounding his long-term fitness make the situation delicate. PSG know that signing him now, before he returns to full form, may be their only chance. If Gavi becomes the player he once was, his value skyrockets and Barcelona will cling to him. But if doubts remain, negotiations could reopen quickly. It is a ruthless strategy, but PSG have never been afraid to play that game. This transfer window is shaping up to be one of the most dramatic in years. Stars are questioning their futures, clubs are struggling with identity and finances, and the balance of power in Europe feels ready to shift. Vinicius leaving Spain would be a seismic event. Grimaldo could stabilize Barcelona, Rüdiger's return would spark chaos, Neves faces a career-defining choice, and PSG's pursuit of Gavi remains a ticking time bomb. Now the question becomes simple. Who moves first and who blinks? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the transfer chaos, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Should Vinicius leave Madrid? Will Barcelona land Grimaldo? Is Chelsea making a huge mistake? Let's hear your takes. Big moves are coming and you do not want to miss what happens next.